when we first moved here, this whole yard in the house was like a mess. So my husband and I were kind of coming out here and cleaning things up and cutting things down, all willy-nilly, not even knowing what things were. Which is why now I take a slower approach and I make sure to identify plants and all that jazz before just going and snipping things. Well, I cut down a peach tree in the backyard that the neighbors eventually told me used to be very productive. Well, while we were cleaning up further, I seen all the peach seeds just scattered around the yard. And if any of you know, or if you can tell, I'm super into fruit trees, bushes of all kinds. So I was devastated. I was like, oh my gosh, I mean, like one tree that size, I would never be able to, because it was a full-grown, mature peach tree. I cried a little bit, I ain't gonna lie. Well, this spot right here was where I cut it down, which is where my chickens are now. Well, last year I started to notice that there was a peach tree growing, like, see if I can show you, like right back in here on my fence line, like right in the fence line. Like I should have took a video while it was still there, but me, the fruit tree lover that I am, knowing that we're not going to be here anymore, I'm like, I need to buy fruit trees anyway, because I only have one peach tree. See, when we thought we were going to stay here, I'm like, oh, well, that's cool. I can move them, you know, in the yard. But really, I didn't even know where I would put them in this yard because it's so small. And peach trees get upward of like 15 feet tall. And I don't know if y'all can tell, but like, there's trees everywhere. But at my dad's house, I have some space. I have a spot that I'm going to put one, and I have plans to develop half of that yard to become an orchard. So what did I do? I just got done digging up those those peach trees, and put them in this pot. There was 2 of them. I don't know if they'll make it, because I had to cut off a little bit of their root system, because they were really tucked in there. Like, I mean, what do you call that? They naturalized. I mean, they came from the original peach tree, probably the seeds that were dropped, which I know that they'll be hardy in this area, so that's a good thing. But like, look how nice they look. I'm not gonna focus, but I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. Like a peach tree that size, you guys, that would cost me about $50. And I just got it for free. I mean, I've been pruning on it. You see, I had to cut right here just to get it out of the fence. Like, I thought about if we stayed here, I was going to train it to that fence line behind the chicken coop to be like an espalier tree. Maybe I can still do that on a fence line somewhere at our new house. Oh, possibilities, but now I have them and I'm taking them. And sad business, I had this bloomerang lilac, and I think that it said that it was a zone 3 through something. I can't remember, I'd have to look it up. But it should be blooming right now, right? It looks dead. Like, I broke one of these to see if I could see any green. There's like barely green. I think it's dead, and that's so sad. I have to get another one. Bear has not been liking me doing anything around here today. Yelling at me and things. You're a sassy rooster. You're being a sassy pants, rooster. Mr. Bear with your big spurs. You're so sassy. Yeah, you're sassy. Oh yeah, you are. you sassy? You're so pretty though. He's so insulted. Don't call me pretty. I'm a male. I am a manly male. Need to get my son out here to do the chores. Listen to him yelling at me. Son, chores, chicken, chickens. They're thirsty. Ducks. Woke up to a fine morning. 50 degrees out Fahrenheit already. And supposed to be like 81 today, I believe. Well, behind me I have a trailer full and a truckload full of garden supplies and things that we use in the yard. And we're taking that to Dad's today. So we have like a full day planned of garden prep and such. And tomorrow our realtor's coming out to put the house on the market. We're at Dad's. Put the kids to work. Definitely not willingly. Lexi willingly wanted to add the amendments to the garden beds. The boys, not so much. Anna just tagging along there. Well, we have 3 garden beds here. I don't remember what they are. I know they're 3 by, let me see, roughly 3 by 10, give or take a few feet because I measured by my feet. So I'm having all the boys, or both the boys, take the topsoil or the sod and dirt that we removed from these garden beds, and they're taking it over there next to that little shed. I'm raking out from the fence line, which hasn't been raked out in probably 10 or more years. So there's a beautiful layer of leaf mulch. But it makes for definitely a lot of leaves. And we have a fire warning right now, an elevated fire risk. So I don't think we can even burn them today. Which is fine. So we have the hose ran from my mother-in-law's house because my dad has to get his water fixed. And hopefully sooner rather than later, because like I said, our house goes on the market tomorrow. So I was hoping that we could be moved in here sometime next month. Because my dad, he's going to clear out a couple bedrooms, and that way me and Shane and the kids can have somewhere to stay until our house sells. Because I don't know if any of you know how hard it is living in the house that you're trying to sell, but if I can get away with not having to deal with that, I'm gonna take that opportunity, and hopefully it sells fast. Here's my rose. It's doing good. It's pushing some growth. Budding up. I can't wait to see this. We're bringing the arch. I think maybe we're bringing the arch tomorrow. I meet with my realtor around noon. So yeah. Oh, look at the blueberries. They're budding up too. That makes me excited. I love seeing the buds. Yeah, all 4 of them. Now, I might have said it in a previous video, but we're going to take this out level with the house. So, like right away, as soon as we buy the house, we're going to have a contractor start doing the extension. So the extension will go, all of this will be brought up level. So that'll add 8 feet to this bedroom. And then the new plan for back here, so that it's just better, more functional for us, is to see, this was an old porch that my dad enclosed as like kind of a screened in porch. So we are going to tear off these walls and actually build walls and enclose that. And there's going to be 2 doors in there. The bedroom, which is my dad's bedroom on the other side of this, is going to be divided in half. That's going to be the girls' and boys' bedroom. And there's going to be 2 doors going into those bedrooms, and then 2 doors going into this playroom, which will have nice windows all the way around. No doors. It won't have any outside going door. Just windows. And then I'm going to put a window here for the girls' room. The boys' room is going to kind of be weird because it's going to be an interior room, which means that there's not going to be any exterior walls in there. But there is a window. Like when you open this door, there's a window in there. And I'm going to leave that window in there because this playroom is going to have plenty light. So that way, once they open their window, they can, like, once they pull back the curtains to their window, they'll still have light. And they'll be able to see inside the playroom. So this is the old porch, which this used to be part of the house, I explained before. Well, we're going to take this out 18 feet. And I think there's a wasp trying to attack me. The wasps around here are horrible. They love it. Anyway, we're going to take the house out 18 feet. And over here, we're going to take that window out. And along this whole area is going to be a hallway. And I'm going to have an exterior door from the hallway so that we would be able to get to the garage, which is right here. And then all of this will be mine and Shane's master bedroom and bathroom. So I'm going to have French doors coming into that. And then this area will be our bedroom. And then this area will be our bathroom. And then I'm hoping to be able to, on the other side over here, put French doors that lead out the side that I would have to go around to show you. But lead out the side over there. And then I want to build on a nice deck over here. So that's the plan. So this Friday, which is tomorrow, that's when our house is going to go on the market. And next Friday, my dad is getting a dumpster and we're going to start cleaning up the yard and moving his stuff out of those rooms. So all fun things. And pretty soon we're going to take this down and we're going to put our chickens here. I'm excited about that. So this would be the chicken area into the woods. We're going to make them a nice big run. We're going to put their house here. Take that down. I think I'm going to cut this apple tree down because I'm pretty sure it's not very productive anymore. It's a pretty old apple tree. And I don't feel bad taking down trees because, like for these trees, me taking down trees enables those trees to be able to thrive. And also I'm putting in new trees. So for every few trees that I take down, I'm putting a tree in. This is where I'm having the kids dump the sod. I think they're kind of spreading it in. I kind of wanted them to mound it, but that works too, right? We need dirt. There's just lots of stuff that needs cleaned up around here. And then this area behind the shed, I'm going to paint that and re-roof it. Is going to be where we put our dogs area. They're going to have a big chunk of this. And then right behind, directly behind the shed, I'm going to put a fence, a little picket fence or maybe privacy fence. I think I'm going to do privacy because I'm going to put my compost back here. And then over here, give you an updated look at all the trees and the raspberries. So here's the cherry tree. I love it when it's in bud. I can't wait till it flowers. They're so pretty. Look how pretty. So that's a cherry. And here's an apple. You can barely see this apple. This is going to be one of my espalier apples. Both this one and this one are going to be my espalier apples. I'm going to train to a fence wall. Here's my raspberries. That one is especially loving its life. That one. And then I think these are the heritage. I think that might need cut off, but it's still got growth. Yep. Then here's my other apple tree. This is my bigger apple tree. And I have to get all this cleaned up, that cut out. You see, this is some of the stuff that's going to be cleaned up next Friday. I'm going to move that wood pile. I'm actually thinking about maybe this year or next year piling that wood somewhere where we want it and using that wood to inoculate and make, grow mushrooms. That'd be fun. So yeah, right here is where my fence is going to go, just to like right out here. And back there will be the compost. And this is where we'll store all the dogs' food, the chickens' food, my garden pots and stuff like that. This little fence line will be taken out. See, it's just a old metal fence. That'll be taken out. And a lot of these trees will be taken out to allow full sunlight for my orchard. And this whole area right here will become the orchard. I think I'm going to leave this big tree. I'm also wanting to plant some nut trees back here, like hazelnut, and I kind of want to try almonds, like an almond tree, because we drink almond milk. So I thought about maybe just trying it out and just keeping it short, so that if there isn't, because they usually bloom sooner than a lot of trees. So if I can keep it up closer to the house and keep it a manageable size, then I can probably be able to go out and throw a frost cover on it if need be. This is all the wood that we cleared out over the winter from the trail to make it open again, because that tree over there fell down. So this is all going to be the dog's run from right behind that shed all the way back to, I think, over up here maybe. I don't know. When Shane comes home, we're going to walk through here. And then all of this is going to be my English cottage garden. Like, I have big plans. I want to get some old brick and make like a pretty brick wall. Just like a ornamental, but also like a little secret area. And then back here I want to groom up. I don't want to cut everything down because I love the wild, natural feel of everything, but I do want to groom it up. And plant pretty things and have like cute little hidden seating areas. So, and I'm thinking about like over here putting a gate in, because that's where me and Shane used to meet at. That was our tree, the biggest one. This one. We used to meet at that tree and talk, and I used to sneak over and visit him over there. It's got history. So back in there, everything looks the same right now, but back in there is where I want to do the pond and the duck area, which I think I'm going to fence off the pond. Obviously, I want to fence off the pond anyway because of safety reasons. And I mean, I don't plan on it being real deep, like 10 feet or whatever. Probably the max 7 foot. But I'm going to fence it off and give the ducks a little run. And then when I want to let them in the pond, I'll just open the door or open the fence. Because, I mean, you know, ducks on a pond, they can make it look pretty messy. Ducks can mess some stuff up real fast. So I just want to make it so that I can keep it manageable. We have a lot of cleanup ahead of us, but I am so excited. And I'm excited to share my journey. And all my kids ran. You know where they are? Because I told the boys I had to bribe them, and I said, okay, I got lunch. It's in there in bags, a sandwich and chips. I said, if you do 3 loads of dirt, we'll all go eat lunch. Oh, here's my elderberry. It's budding up really pretty. And here's the peach. Oh, look at it, pretty little. I love how pretty the blossoms are. Can't really see it. Aren't they pretty? They're pretty and pink. I love peach blossoms. Blurry. Oh, I'm gonna cut that bush down. Anyway, I said if you do 3 loads of dirt, we'll go eat lunch. That's probably where they are. Yep, I hear them.
Hi. Hello. There's a camera looking at us. That's fine.
You guys doing?
Waiting until we eat.
Oh, you guys are nice. Waiting for me.
I'm sweating.
You guys sweaty?
I want to play in the pool.
It's 80 degrees today. I don't have a pool here.
I'm not sweating. I'm just hot. I really want to play in the pool, but we don't got one.
Well, minus some of the leaves. Let's start down here. That's broccoli. And I have some onions in between. And then the rest is cabbage. And my, oh my, I hardened it off, but everything is looking very sad. I'm not here every day, so things aren't getting watered on a regular basis. I think that might be its problem. So today's the day. Our house goes on the market. I'm really hoping that we can move into my dad's sooner rather than later. Can we just admire how clean it is right now? Right now.
Only right now.
So I just want everybody to know that we no longer live here. Okay? We no longer live here. We all need to act as if we no longer live here.
Okay.
You hear that? You hear that, Tappy?
This house looks different. That means April can't.
Because it'll never be cleaner than it is during the time that it's on the market. Minus my room, which is kind of like the storage. Oh. I have to keep Nolan's clothes in my room because if they're in his room, they're all over the floor. So this is the room that people are going to be like, oh my gosh, there's so much work to be done in here. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we didn't get to this room, but it's literally the last room that needs done in the house. I think another thing, people aren't going to like the different levels because this used to be a garage, I'm pretty sure. But I mean, if somebody wanted to, they could build it up. But we didn't want to. So I'm hoping my dad can get those rooms cleaned. We can move in and I can start taking some of my stuff out of my bedroom there. Let's see if the kids' rooms are clean because I haven't looked in there. Well, this is another thing that I don't think is going to be very desirable because of the joined bedrooms and the small square footage. But People don't have to use these rooms as bedrooms. They can use them as like a little bedroom and a closet, or maybe like a adjoining office. No. Maybe we should put it listed as like 2 bedrooms. I still have a few things that I need to do. I need to do this, do some touch-up paint. Okay, Anne. I really want to get my cats and dogs and chickens moved to my dad's so that I don't have to worry about them making a mess. It's just really hard keeping a house clean when you have kids. That as soon as you go into another room, your child's destroying the room that you just cleaned. It's tough business, especially when you homeschool and they're home 24/7. We are back on the market. Woo! Look at you go.
Super speed.
We're supposed to get a frost tonight and tomorrow night, so let's hope we don't lose these blossoms. We stayed the night here last night. Camping is harder than it used to be when I was younger. This is the first time I've stayed here on this property in years. Like, I can't even tell you the last time I stayed here. It might have been when I was 19. And I'm 34 now. So let me tell you, sleeping in a camper, that's even rough on you as you get older. And I used to tent camp all the time with my dad. I'm already up. Everybody else is sleeping. I'm already up. I got a fire going. I want to get some of these leaf piles cleaned up. Dixie's playing. Just kind of wanted to see what the sunrise looked like. I remember it used to shine in my bedroom window. That one.